Giants Live World Tour Finals is happening in 4 days' time at the OVO Hydro in Glasgow. This is pretty much sold out already, but if you want to get tickets, I'll link it down below. Now, I have the chance to make history. I've been very lucky to win the first 3 International Giants Live shows of the year, which is the most that anyone's done in an entire year. But the chance that I have is to extend that record and win every single International Giant show in a year. This is an awesome secondary goal for me. Every single legend of the sport has competed at Giants Live, from Zydrunas Savickas to Brian Shaw to Hafthor Bjornsson, Tom Stoltman, Evan Singleton. Everyone in the reasonably modern era of strongman came up participating in Giants Live. I only won 1 of these shows coming into this year, and I've extended that to 4 now. The most of all time is Hafthor Bjornsson, I believe, with either 8 or 9. So I'm still chasing that one, but to win 4 in 1 year would be absolutely incredible. I'm going to take you through all the athletes, all of the events, and let you know how I think everything is going to shake out, and if I believe that I will make history. So to go through the lineup, first of all, we have Wesley Derwinski, a fellow Canadian, also the Moose. He did really well at World's Strongest Man this year, a finalist, and performed and held his own in the finals as well. So it'd be exciting to have him out at his first Giants Live as a fellow Canadian. We have Luke Stoltman, of course, hometown Scotland, home country, I should say. Luke Richardson, after coming 3rd place at the most recent Giants Live in the UK, which was the Birmingham World Open. He dusted off some cobwebs, and Luke has incredible potential, and I think this show will go very well for him. We have Roman Grekov, a European OSG winner who has some phenomenal events, particularly the Dumbbell, which is in this competition. We have Evans Nana, a staple in the Strongman Champions League, I believe winning the Strongman Champions League at the moment, with some extremely strong events. Spencer Remick, an American who's just on the cusp of breaking in to that regular invite list to Giants Live, and with a good performance, I believe that he absolutely could. Jaco Schoenwinkel, who made huge noise in 2023 at World's Strongest Man when he beat Brian Shaw on the group stage, went to the finals, and then unfortunately tore his ACL doing a dumbbell press. Now, we have dumbbell in this. It's not a strength of his, so it's going to get off to a tough start for Jaco, but awesome to see him at a Giants Live. Now, he earned this invite by coming top 3 at the OSG World Championships in 2022. And if you're looking to get to this level, get yourself to OSG. That's the way. That's the most easy, obvious, clear pathway to compete with the strongest men in the world. Then we have Trey Mitchell, who came off an incredibly strong performance at Giants Live Vegas, where he came 2nd. We have myself, of course, Pavlo Kordiaka. Again, really strong events for him. Some of the events are really strong, some not so much, but he has incredible potential. Currently, Europe's strongest man. Sorry, not currently. He won Europe's strongest man in 2023. Luke Stoltman is the current Europe's strongest man. Then we have Kane Francis, a relative newbie to strongman, but incredibly strong. He came to World's Strongest Man this year, narrowly missed out on the finals, and has had some very good results in the Strongman Champions League. And then we have the victor of Scotland's Strongest Man, Chris Beetham. I don't know too much about Chris. I went and looked him up, and he is really, I don't want to say, well, he's inexperienced, but this is a big step up for Chris, and I think a really good opportunity for him to be able to come along and prove what he can do, but get the experience as well, because he's only done 4 registered competitions to date. That was a Marjampol, don't know what that is, International, 2 UK Strongest Man, and the OSG European Championships. So Chris is absolutely newcomer. A lot of this is going to just be soaking it in and getting some experience, but I'm sure he'll be looking to make some noise as well. Now, let's go through the events. First, we have the dumbbell medley going from 80 kilos to 120. Then we have the farmers into yoke being 1,000 pounds, farmers being 150 kilos. Axle for reps at 350 kilos, the standard Giants Live Hercules hold, and then an Atlas Stone series range from 120 kilos to 200 kilos. Now, let's go through event by event and talk about who's going to do well. First, we have the dumbbell medley. Like I said, we've got 5 dumbbells, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120 kilos. This is harder than it sounds. 120 isn't insanely heavy, but as a 5th dumbbell, you're going to have a really good base and a really good capacity for lifting dumbbells to be able to have energy at that stage. And frankly, a fast 4 dumbbell will be very good points here. Now, top three for me in this event, I'm going to go with Roman Grekov for the event win. The big variable here is this is such a step up for him. Can he execute at this level? He's got all of the tools to be able to do this really well. Another Ukrainian guy, good at dumbbell. I don't know what's going on out there, but maybe I should go to Ukraine to learn how to improve dumbbell at some point in the future. Second, I believe I'll come second on this event, and Pavlo Kordiaka, I believe, will come third. All three of us, in my opinion, will lift all 5 dumbbells. And in fourth place, I've got Luke Richardson, who I believe could lift the final dumbbell as well, and frankly, could surprise and be faster than I expect. Now, Trey did really well the last time we went out and did dumbbell, but he tends not to do as well when it gets really heavy. So he came, I believe he'll come 5th, but when it gets heavy, he doesn't do so well. 2023 World's Strongest Man, his max was 125 kilos. That's the last heavy evidence we have from him outside of the strongest man on earth, at which he actually performed quite well. He came 4th out of everyone, but he only lifted 3 dumbbells, and the dumbbells themselves were 102, 109, and 116. Then he failed 122 as the 4th dumbbell. So if you're failing 122 as the 4th, it's unlikely that you're going to hit it as the 5th, but I still believe that he will do quite well, as I said. So those are the results for the dumbbell. Moving into the farmers and yoke. This is a dream event for me. Farmers 150 into 1,000 yoke. I've never lost an event that's a yoke by itself. And farmers at 150, it's going to be something similar. It's really how fast can you move with weight? This is where I am best. So I believe I will win this event. And this is a bit of a specialist event for Evans Nana, who's really fast at farmers and very fast at yoke. I think he's going to be looking to beat me on this one as a little feather in the cap. But I'll do everything I can to make sure that that doesn't happen. May the best man win. And I believe 3rd place in this event is going to be Luke Richardson. Following behind that, I've got Kane Francis. Again, very, very quick with farmers. Yoke is very good as well. And as we go down, Trey, I believe the grip element is going to slow him down, and he'll, I think, finish in the bottom half in this event. Then we have Wes rounding out the top 5. He's very good at farmers. His grip is incredible, and his yoke is very, very good as well. This moves us into the axle deadlift reps. This is going to be 350 kilos, so the lighter set that Giants Live do. I haven't lost this in quite a while. I think the last time I lost this was a year ago at the Giants Live World Tour Finals, and that was selectively losing it to Matt Ragg. I elected to stop early just to conserve energy for the Rogue Invitational in the next year, and I thought I had done enough that I had secured the points that I wanted in that event, and he went out after me. But prior to that, the last time, no, wasn't there. I'm having a hard time finding the last time I lost this one without choosing to lose it. The last time I didn't come first in a Giants Live axle deadlift for reps that I didn't choose to lose selectively for points and energy conservation was in the World Tour Finals in 2022 when we had Wide Pavlo and Rauno Heinle on this lighter setup. Rauno got 9 and Wide Pavlo got 11. Now, last time I did this, I got 8 with a couple in the tank. So I'll be looking to secure another victory in this. I believe next we'll have Kane Francis and Trey Mitchell after that incredible 470 deadlift. I believe they'll be tied for second. And then 4th, I think we'll have a 3-way tie with Luke, Roman, who's very good at deadlifts, and Wes Derwinski. And I think, like I said, I think they'll all get 5 reps. I think I'll get 7. Kane and Trey, I believe, will get 6. This moves us into the Hercules holds. And in this event, I've got a little sneaky dark horse prediction. I'm backing myself to win it. I had a very good time the first time I did it. My grip's gotten better since then. And I think having experience on the kit is going to be really useful. But I would not be surprised if Trey Mitchell beats me on this and takes the event win. He has done this before and had a very good time on it before. He's shown that he can improve his weaknesses, and a Hercules hold grip is not the same as a grip for heavy farmers or heavy frame. He seems to be able to hold on to things really, really well if they're a bit lighter and held for time. So Trey's going to have a strong result in this. And Kane has good pedigree in the Hercules hold. They do it all the time in Champions League, and he usually comes out with a very good result. So that's going to be my top 3. Wes probably has the best grip if we were doing a max farmers, but he has been shown to have really good static strength when it comes to grip. So I have him down in fifth spot in this event, despite admittedly probably having the best grip of the bunch. This moves us into the Atlas Stones. Now, Kane Francis is incredible on this Giants Live Atlas Stone set. I watched him at English Strongest Man earlier this year. He did the lighter stone set in 18 seconds, and then he went to the Giants Live Strongman Classic and did all 5 stones in 25 seconds, only losing to Tom Stoltman. Now, in that, he was 5 seconds behind, granted, but still an incredibly fast performance from Kane Francis. I have him winning this event. Of course, no Tom Stoltman here. I've got myself coming second. Now, I really want to have a good run here, despite what the points are at the time. I'm going to do everything I can to have a really good, smooth, steady run for the day that comes when I do need to perform really well on the stones. And potentially I will have to perform really well on the stones, depending on how the rest of the show goes. So I've predicted myself in second. I've trained the early couple of stones because that's my only problem, is getting those first few stones that are really high, getting those loaded quickly and seamlessly. Everyone else seems to do it no problem. I've had a couple of hiccups. I think it's happened 3 times that I've had some sort of problem on the first or the second stone. So I'm very confident with where that's at the moment. And if I get through those first 2 quickly, the last 3 are no problem at all. In third place, I have Luke Richardson, really, really solid stone lifter. And I believe that rounds out a really good day for Luke. Down the list, then we go Trey, Luke Stoltman, and then Wes Derwinski. Trey is almost a lock to get that last stone, but he doesn't move through them as fast as other people could. He won the stones in Vegas, but it was a pretty lackluster stone performance all in all from everyone in Vegas. And at the time, we had pretty much half of the field left. And myself, I had my mishap on the stone. And at that stage, I didn't have to do a whole lot. But that's how I think it'll all shake out. Placings. I'll go through the top 5. In 5th place with 31.5 points, I have Luke Stoltman. In 4th place with 34 points, I have Wes Derwinski, off of really strong performances in the Farmer's Yoke, Axle for Reps, Hercules Hold, and the Atlas Stones. In 3rd place with 46.5. Now, I think this is going to be a reasonable gap. 12.5 points ahead of Wes in 4th. I have Kane Francis with a pretty slow start. I don't have him great in the dumbbell medley. I'm okay in the farmer's yoke, but really strong to the end with top 3 finishes in Axle for Reps, in Hercules, and in Atlas Stones. In 2nd place, I have Luke Richardson, improving 1 spot from his placing at Giants Live World Open in Birmingham. And this is thanks to a 3rd place on the stones, a 3rd place on the farmer's yoke, 4th in dumbbell, 4th in Hercules, and 5th in Axle for Reps. Or I should say tied for 4th in Axle for Reps. But I think Luke is going to continue climbing up, earning more points, and a really consistent day will have him landing in 2nd with 46 points. And for myself, I've got myself at 58 points to win the contest. I don't believe I'm going to finish any event outside the top 3, and I've predicted myself to finish top 2 in every event. I have myself 2nd in the dumbbell medley, winning the farmer's yoke, the Axle for Reps, and the Hercules hold, and then coming 2nd in the Atlas Stones for a victory. If this all comes true, this would set a record for Giants Live. I would win more Giants Lives in a year than anyone else, which I've already done, but I would extend that. And a big feather in my cap would be that I've won every single Giants Live, international Giants Live in a year, which on a lot of fronts is difficult. From a consistency standpoint is really difficult. From a travel standpoint is incredibly difficult. From being competitions that I don't peak for every single one of them, that's incredibly difficult. And it's something that I am going to be really proud of. And this is something that I'm going to work hard for. This is by no means a competition that I'm in any way going to give anything but 100%. That's how I always compete. But I will be able to get excited for that reason, and because there is that on the line for me, and there is not that on the line for any of these other guys, although they will be hungry to prove themselves. And the reality is, at the moment, any show that I go to, I'm going to be looked at with a target on my back. I was having a conversation with Brian Shaw a few days ago, and we were reflecting back on the first World's Strongest Man, where I came in, no one knew me, and anything I did was awesome. And now it's the opposite of what would I give for people just to go like, oh, I didn't expect Mitch to do that, but that's not the reality. And you guys can see all of the hardware around me. I'm very fortunate to be in that position, but I certainly feel the pressure at times. So anything could go wrong, anything could go right. It's strongman. That's the reason people watch. That's the reason people are excited. And let's see how it shakes out. I've been on an incredibly consistent run. All good things come to an end, but I don't think they're going to come to an end next weekend. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and let me know if this is something that actually holds water, winning all of the international giant shows in a year, or is it more about just the major titles? I'd love your guys' thoughts. And if you want to support the channel, go ahead, check out the merch link in the description and in the pinned comments. As per usual, lift heavy, be kind, subscribe to the channel, and we will catch you tomorrow.